Hi, welcome to this gentle yoga practice to ease anxiety. This class is part of our weekly Sunday ritual to regulate your nervous system to ease anxiety, chronic pain, stress, and tension. This class today will be about 30 minutes and will focus in on hips. So today will be a floor-based practice, no standing postures. You can find your seat and get comfortable. We'll begin. Once you find your comfortable seat, and you might like to sit up on something, I'm sitting up on a blanket. You might like to sit on a block or a bolster. That can help elevate your hips higher than your knees, which will make the seat more comfortable. It also helps to lengthen your spine naturally. From this comfortable seat, I'll invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe enough, or just focus your gaze on one place in front of you, maybe a foot to 2 feet, and you can just soften your eyes there. Once you've closed your eyes or found your focal point, begin to notice your natural breath. Without needing to change anything, just check in with how you're arriving here in this moment. Tune into your breath. Perhaps notice the way in which your breath is moving through your body. You could notice where it begins or where it ends. Any smoothness, stickiness. Does it feel full or shallow? Again, we don't need to judge or make meaning of it. We're just coming to notice. Shift happens on our dawning awareness. So we really can't make a shift without noticing where we are. Let's begin to deepen your inhale into your lower belly. Let your lower belly fall forward as you inhale. And just be with this for 2 or 3 or 4 breaths. Noticing with each inhale how your lower belly expands. Now allow your breath to expand your rib cage, expanding your rib cage wide. And just be with these two motions now. The belly falls forward, the ribs expand. Next, let your inhale brighten your chest and throat. If that feels difficult, just imagine as your breath rises to your chest and your throat that it physically illuminates. You can make it up with your imagination. It's part of the practice. So now we're breathing 3 parts. Lower belly expands, ribs expand laterally, chest and throat brighten. With your exhale, allow your exhale to tone your belly button toward your spine. So not tighten, just a gentle tone, like you're squeezing the last bit of toothpaste out of the tube. As your belly tones towards your spine, the exhale breath begins from your lower belly and comes up and out as an offering of what you no longer need. So be with this 3-part breath for about 4 or 5 more cycles. There's no need to rush. And we don't need to make anything happen. Let's just witness the body breathing, this Dirga breath, this 3-part yogi breath. Perhaps do 2 more at your own cycle here. And release any control of your breathing and let your body be breathed naturally. Let's pick up the right foot in the left hand. Hold your ankle with your right hand, and we'll begin gliding the hip back and forth. This is going to look different for everybody. Do your best. Just slightly glide back and forth. And notice any sensations in your hip joint. Again, not needing to judge them or make it mean something about us, but to notice. Let's begin with some circling, if that is in your practice today. Again, still noticing, feeling into the subtle movement of your hip joint. Go the opposite direction. Notice your breath pace here. Did it change? Was there stress here that impacted your breath? Let's set the right foot back down. And in fact, let's step the right foot behind you. So your left leg stays in Sukhasana or crisscross applesauce, and the right foot is behind you. We'll begin some twisting motion. So bring your right hand to your left thigh, look behind you, and come all the way around to bring your right hand to your right thigh. Move through this, flow through this. You might like to think of it as a sway, gentle sway for your nervous system. There's no right way to do it. You can't get it wrong. A few more times to each side. Excellent. Come to center and rest here for a moment. Place your right hand on your right hip bone. This is where the joint socket is here. Your hip is a ball and socket, and we're going to really feel into that with this next one. You could root your fingertips to the left, and as you inhale, twist to the left. Your right hand is on the hip bone here so that you can really feel into this motion, this transition. The hip joint getting lubricated, new oxygen and blood. This is going to be really helpful for our practice. Let's do about 3 more. You can linger anywhere you'd like to linger. No need to rush through the practice or do exactly the number of repetitions that I suggest. They're mere suggestions. Step your right foot back around to Sukhasana and just pause here for a moment. Check in with your breathing. Pick up your left foot with your right hand, and you can use your left hand on your ankle. Begin hip gliding. This side might feel a little different than the right side. That's normal. We need not judge or evaluate that. We can notice and do our best. Begin circling. You can't do this perfectly. Or I should say, the way that you are doing it is perfect for you. And that's enough. Go the opposite direction. Good. When that feels complete for you, step your left foot behind you. Pause here just to let your body notice, let your body sink into this new shape. Then begin gentle twisting. Bring your left hand to your right thigh and your right hand to your left thigh. Move through this sway, this twist in your own way. Let's do about 3 or 4 more. You can have fun with it. You can smile. Lift the corners of your lips. Okay. When that feels complete, come to center. And let's move on to our backs with knees bent. With your feet hip distance apart, you can just rest here. Notice this new shape. Notice the parts of your body that are making contact with the ground and the parts of your body that are not making contact with the ground. Step your right foot over your left thigh. Bend your toes towards your knee. So you're going to flex the foot, flex your toes towards your knee. That's going to protect your knee. If you'd like, you could reach your hands out to a T or cactus arms, or perhaps just keeping your hands close to your body. Begin to isometrically open your hip. To do this, you'll draw your right knee towards your left big toe. See if both your hips can rest firmly on the ground below you. Breathe into your lower belly and notice your belly falling forward with the inhale. So it's a little more exaggerated here because gravity makes it just a little more challenging for the belly to fall forward. It's more of a push forward here. Let the ribs begin expanding. Then brighten your chest and throat. 2 more Dirga breaths, 3-part breathing. Lower belly expands. Ribs expand laterally. Chest and throat brighten. Step your hands out to a T, and as you exhale, lower your right foot to the left. Look to the right. So this is a gentle twist here. Breathe into your lower belly. Stay for your exhale. Exhale completely. And inhale to come back up. Step your right foot down and extend your leg long for a moment. Notice any circulation, any warmth or sensations going down your right leg. You can just get curious about this. Let's re-bend the right leg and step the left foot to your right thigh. Flex your toes toward your knee and begin to open your hip. Do this by drawing your left knee toward your right big toe. Press down into your right foot. Then begin 3-part breath here. Lower belly expands. Ribs, chest and throat. Let your belly tone towards your spine naturally with the exhale. Two more breaths. 3-part, full breath. Spread your arms out to a T. Use your next exhale to lower your left foot to the right and turn your nose to the left. Softly breathe into your lower belly. Inhale, come back up. Step your left foot down and extend your left leg long to notice any sensations, circulation returning. It's okay if you don't notice anything. Your efforts are what matter, your attention and your awareness. Bend your left knee once more, stepping your feet as wide as your mat. Take an inhale at center. Exhale, both knees to the right. You can turn your head to the left. Draw your left knee down towards the bottom of your mat. We're stretching the psoas muscle here. Just like our hips hold tension, our psoas also holds the residues and tensions of undigested food, emotions, and experiences. Release any draw of your left knee down and come back up to center with your inhale. Stay for your exhale to recalibrate your body here. Then when you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale both knees to the left and turn your gaze to the right. Begin to draw your top knee, the right knee, down towards the edge of your mat. So we're creating a lengthening here in the torso. And breathe into the space that we're creating. Sometimes all we need is space. We don't need to evaluate or ruminate. We just need to create a little space. Breathe into your right side body here. Keep drawing your knee down. Last breath here. Let's engage the 3-part breath. Begin in your lower belly, all the way up to your chest and throat. And then exhale it all out. You could do this audibly if you'd like. Inhale to return to center. This time we're going to bring the sole of our feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana is butterfly and Supta is reclined. If you like, blocks can be really helpful and supportive here. You can place them under your knees so that your body can feel more supported and more able to relax. So our props often get a bad rep, like we need to modify because we aren't able to do the posture. Blocks are actually supportive, and they're here to allow us to get into a posture and to relax our body. Breathe into your lower belly. Yoga postures are intended to create sthira and sukha. Sthira is steadiness. Sukha is ease. So in your butterfly, find some steadiness, perhaps steadiness of breath, steadiness of body, and then soften into ease. Do less. Let's take one 3-part breath here. Before we shift our shape, inhale, lower belly expands. Ribs expand towards the edges of your mat. Chest brightens, throat opens. Then exhale in reverse, finishing with the belly toning towards your spine. Stretch your left leg out and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Hug your right knee towards your chest as you allow your belly to expand with your inhale. And fall towards your spine with the exhale. You can close your eyes. We're creating a steady shape, and then we soften into that shape. We do less. Don't need to do more. Shift your right knee out towards your armpit. It's a little wider. And just breathe here. How can you do just a little less in this shape? Shift your knee over your chest. Take one more inhale here. Use your exhale to squeeze your knee towards your chest, squeezing all the air out. And then inhale, extend your right leg long. Again, pausing here to notice any circulation returning. Inhale, left knee to your chest. You can wrap your hands around your shin or the back of your thigh, or even just gently resting them on your knee. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and just be with the experience of your lower belly expanding on the inhale. May not be the most interesting thing for your mind, but can you train your mind to be a little bit more interested in your breath? Breath is life force. Breath is prana. Shift your left knee out towards the left, towards your armpit, still hugging your knee in towards your body. Inhale to expand your belly towards your thigh as you hug your thigh towards your belly. Shift your thigh back over your chest, and we'll take one 3-part breath here. Breathe into your lower belly. Expand your ribs out towards the edges of your mat and brighten your chest and throat. Exhale in reverse, completing with a tone of your belly. Extend your left knee to meet the right and notice any circulation. Our last posture for today will be, it's called a marionette posture. So from our laying down shape, our Savasana shape, we'll begin with the right leg. And you're going to imagine, in fact, let's take cactus arms. So stick your elbows out, your hands faced up, just like a goalpost or a cactus. From here, we'll imagine that there's strings on our knees, and we're just going to start with the right knee. As you inhale, slide your right knee up towards your right elbow. and slide back down. When your knee is straight, allow your ankle to splay open. And you can do it just like that. You can just let it flop open. So let's begin again. Inhale, slide your right knee up toward your elbow. When you reach your edge, you can begin to slide back down. Allow your toes to face up towards the ceiling and then flop to the right. Let's do this again. Inhale, slide or glide your knee towards your right elbow. And slide back. Remember, you can always linger anywhere that would feel good to linger. Let your toes face the ceiling and then flop to the right. One more time on the right side when you're ready. Pause here. And when you're ready, begin on the left side. Glide your left knee up towards your left elbow. And back down. Point your toes up, then flop your toes to the left. Begin again when you're ready. Two more times. Going at your own pace. Linger where you want to linger. The last time you flop your toes out to the left, stay there for your Shavasana. And decide what you'd like to do with your arms. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And if you'd like, you could even grab a blanket or a pillow to cover your eyes. That can be really nourishing to the body. Even just a little bit of weight, like a blanket, can be helpful to settle in Shavasana. Take up as much space as you want. Grab your blanket, grab your eye pillow. Find what you need. We're going to be here for 8 to 10 minutes. Make it luxurious. This is your time. This is your self-care time. You find your corpse pose and allow your body to get heavy into the earth. You can set your thinking mind aside, the logical mind. We need not use that right now. Soften the corners of your eyes and imagine softening the muscles behind your eyes. Allow your tongue to lay flat at the bottom of your mouth. No holding in your jaw hinge. Imagine your throat muscles softening. There's nothing to hold down right now. Let your shoulders get heavy into the earth. Check in with your belly. If there's any holding or tightening here, that can be softened. Imagining the belly area like a clear lake without rain or wind. Imagine your sacrum, your hips, your pelvis, all melting down into the earth. Travel down each leg and just notice any parts of your leg making contact with the ground. And also take note of any parts of your body, your legs, that are not making contact. Invite your heels to get heavy into the earth. Our time in Shavasana is for integration. We've moved the energy of our body, and now we let it recalibrate all by itself. Your body is an intelligent being. It knows how to balance. Often we just need to create the space, the right environment for this to happen. If thoughts or sensations arrive, you can notice, but not need to follow or judge, evaluate, or plan. Just like you're taking a bird's eye view of yourself here in Shavasana. Just notice how thoughts and sensations move across your landscape without needing to pick any of them up. Stay with the process of being breathed by your body. Nothing else to do here. Nowhere else to be right now. Before we totally come out of our Shavasana from this relaxed state, do a little vagal toning. Keeping your eyes closed, turn your eye gaze to the right and see if you can hold it here for a few breaths. Looking to the right with your eyeballs only. And come back to center and rest here for a moment. And when you're ready, turn your eye gaze only to the left and hold here. No need to strain. Come back to center when you're ready. And begin to deepen your breath. Bring movement to fingers and toes, then wrist and ankles. I like to reach overhead for a full body stretch. Then bend one knee before the other. Roll to one side, and we're going to pause here for a minute. This allows our body to recalibrate from our deep rest into a wakeful state. Press yourself up when you're ready. We'll have a moment of mindfulness together. So find your comfortable seat. Place your hands on your lap. Close your eyes. And just watch your energy settle. You can imagine a snow globe. We've just shooken up the snow globe in a way. And now everything can settle back in its place. Check in with your mind. How is your mind feeling? Check in with your breath. And check in with your body. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, pressing your thumbs into your sternum. You could bow your head towards your heart if that's a gesture you enjoy. Thank you so much for letting me share a piece of my practice with you and for sharing a piece of your practice with me. I hope this practice was helpful. As I mentioned, it is part of our Sunday yoga ritual. These classes happen every week, so you can tap back into self-regulation. You can reduce anxiety and feelings of stress by moving your body and connecting your mind, body, and breath. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and feel free to like or share this video if it's been helpful. I'll see you next week.